7 minutes after the hour now, both former President Trump and Ron DeSantis will be hitting the campaign trail in Iowa today after DeSantis just kicked off his presidential campaign in the Hawkeye State with this message to voters.
It really does take 2 terms as president to be able to finish this job. The bureaucracy is so entrenched that I think we can bring George Washington back, and I don't think he could fix it in one single 4-year term. We must restore sanity to our nation. We can't have every major institution in our country going on ideological joyrides. We have to be guided by reality, by facts, and by our enduring principles. Merit must trump identity politics. We in the state of Florida held the line when freedom hung in the balance.
Brandi Kruse is the host of Undivided podcast and joins us now. Brandi, as always, good to see you this morning. I'm interested to get your take on this, especially coming from the viewpoint of an independent. We're already starting to see Republicans throw jabs at each other. We're just now starting this campaign trail. But Ron DeSantis, he also took some time to respond to the criticisms from former President Trump. Let's listen to this and we'll talk about it.
If you say Cuomo did a better job with COVID than Florida did, first of all, that's not what he used to say. This is like new. 6 months ago, he would have never said that, right? He used to say how great Florida was. Hell, his whole family moved to Florida under my governorship. Are you kidding me? Look, if someone is saying that, I am gonna counterpunch. I'm gonna fight back on it. I'm gonna focus my fire on Biden, and I think he should do the same. He gives Biden a free pass.
Brandi, your thoughts on this and how this is perceived by independent voters?
Yeah, well, first, I think that Ron DeSantis is much better in front of a lectern and an audience than he is on Twitter Spaces. So I'm glad he's on the campaign trail in Iowa speaking to folks. But he's right on. And I will tell you over the weekend, man, first of all, I think there should be a law that says no presidential campaigning until a year out from the election, because 18 months of this is absolutely just too much. It's bonkers. But over the weekend, I mean, I don't know if you saw it, and I know America doesn't live on Twitter, but the absolute it's actually embarrassing at this point. The 2 factions, DeSantis and Trump, mostly Trump, going absolutely unhinged at each other on social media. And Ron DeSantis said it right there. I'm going to focus on Biden, and former President Donald Trump should too. Republicans they're in a wonderful position heading into the 2024 election. They have, besides maybe Kamala Harris, they have the worst possible 2024 nominee for Democrats in Joe Biden. The Democratic Party under Joe Biden has done nothing for everyday Americans except offer them free handouts, which doesn't do anything to improve their position long term. And so I'm worried that 18 months of the vitriol that I think particularly is coming from the Trump camp toward DeSantis, if they're going to be so deep in the mud by the time the elections come around, that I think for independents, they're like, gosh, I'm kind of scared away by that. And what do I do? Do I just sit this one out? Do I write someone in? So from the perspective of an independent, I would like to see them focus more on their ideas, their vision for the country, what they're going to do for us economically, what they're going to do at the southern border, what they're going to do in terms of public safety. I mean, watching Trump, as Ron DeSantis said, that's just true. I mean, Trump lives in Florida. If he thinks Florida's so bad, he shouldn't live there. And, attacking Kayleigh McEnany because she dared to not fall lockstep with him, calling her a global rhino globalist, milquetoast. To me, it reeks of desperation, if I'm being quite honest with you.
What I find so fascinating about your answer is that you are giving the consensus view among independents. But when you, I think, look at the Republican Party, so many in the Republican Party want that fighter. And they want the people who are fighting for the nomination to actually fight. And so that's why I think you see so many people in the various camps, the Trump camp and the DeSantis camp, really dropping the gloves and going at it. But I think your voice is important. As an independent, you don't necessarily want to see that. Something I don't want to see is this. The View host Sunny Hostin deciding to disparage white female voters. Watch.
I think that women, white women in particular, want to protect the patriarchy here because it's to their benefit. They want to make sure that their husbands do well. They want to make sure that their sons do well. They want to make sure that their children do well. And they want to make sure that they do well. Most of the women in some of these studies are married white women, and they do fall in line with what their husbands are doing, how their husbands are voting.
Brandi, I cannot think of one woman in my life who just goes along with what her husband does, including my very own wife. In fact, it's just the opposite. So why does a show that bills itself as championing women, a bastion of feminism, go after women like this?
Yeah, well, look, women are fair game as long as they're conservative in this country. That's just the way it's been. I mean, I look back at Don Lemon and Nikki Haley being out of her prime. Never would have said that about a Democratic woman. And that's just the truth. That's the media ecosystem that we're in. I will say I agree with you. Never, ever have I sat down with my, ballot with my fiance looking over me, telling me how to vote. But I think if you just read, I was looking back and you just played the same clip there. When you actually read what she said and listen to, they want to make sure their husbands do well. They want to make sure their sons do well. They want to make sure their children do well. They want to make sure they do well. Doesn't everybody? Aren't those good things? Yeah, I want to make sure I do well. I want to make sure my family does well and the people I love do well. I want everyone to do well in this country. And so I struggle a lot with, I'm sure you guys do too, is The View only relevant because they say the craziest stuff and then we replay it? I mean, they are just a wealth of insanity. And so part of me is like, man, maybe we should just let them go into obscurity by not playing their clips anymore.
Yeah, I don't know who watches The View. I mean, admittedly, my mom used to watch The View when I was growing up. Now, couldn't be further away from The View. So to your point, like, who are these women that are currently watching The View?
Yeah, that's a good question. I know I'm not. But, I mean, I guess we kind of just did.
Yeah, we did. We just watched 21 seconds of it, Brandi Kruse. To your point,
enough for
we're
me,
keeping
Brandi.
them relevant. Brandi Kruse, thank you so much. A pleasure always having you on.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.